the Mo Mears Show. I'm Mo.
Ah, Mears.
We were both 12-4 last week, which I think is the 5th straight week that we tied.
Yeah, I'm excited about that. But you know what I'm more excited
Really?
about? You know what I'm more excited about?
The fact that we have a third chair here.
Woo!
The fact that we're going to be on national TV, Showtime.
Showtime!
That is national TV.
You know what? I've asked 20 people so far, and 19 of them have Showtime.
I don't have Showtime.
You can come to my house.
I'll come to your house.
But you know who's going to be sitting in this chair?
Who's going to be there?
Susanna from Showtime. Do you know who Susanna is?
I do now because she's standing here.
Good, because I just found out who it is too.
Okay. All right, well, let's get into the show. We'll get to this later. 12-4, we'll get to our winner later. Let's do the 4 games that we're going to do.
Okay.
Actually, noteworthy, my Super Bowl pick last week, the Patriots won by 42.
Whatever, who cares?
Over the Jets, who you picked.
Yeah.
And then your Super Bowl pick lost.
Well, the Jets were 9-3 coming into last week.
9-2.
Or 9-2. And they played like a 2-9 team. I mean, I don't think they'd have beaten the Bengals or the Panthers last week. Baltimore, I can't fault them. You know what? They played the Steelers tough. If it wasn't for Troy Palalalala knocking the ball out of Flacco's hands in the last second, they'd win that game. I mean,
they didn't win. First game we're going to do, New England traveling to Chicago.
Chicago is 9-3. That is an inflated 9-3. And you know who was inflated last week was the Jets at 9-2, and we saw what New England did to them. So unfortunately, Chicago, reality is coming for a check this week. All right,
I think New England's going to win, and I don't think there's anything unfortunate about it.
New England's going to kill them.
Unfortunately, is not in my vocabulary for that.
I've said it like 7 times so far. So
St. Louis 6-6 in the lead in the West.
They tied for the lead.
Can we now that they're 500, can we shut up about should a 500 team
well no because
make
they're
the
going to
playoffs
lose this week.
Well, that's fine. You make your pick later. I'm touching on a topic that's a hotbed
No,
topic.
I mean, if you're a division winner, you're a division winner, and you win your division, you go to playoffs. That's the way it is.
Well, otherwise, why would you have divisions?
Well, exactly. I mean,
that was my point I was getting to. St.
No,
Louis,
I understand, and I agree with you, and I think that people need to shut up about it. And
I think so too.
Yeah.
Plus, I heard
agree.
Jeff Gruden talking about it, and that's just
John Gruden. You call him Jeff Gruden.
Well, maybe I just want to. Make a pick. Make a pick.
New Orleans wins. St. Louis is playing well. Sam Bradford's runaway rookie of the year. New Orleans, scary at 9-3 because they really have not been playing well. And, I mean, they really haven't. They barely beat the Bengals. They barely beat the Cowboys. Either one of those games could have gone either way if it wasn't for dumb plays by their opponents. Give me the Saints, but in a very close game.
I picked the Patriots and the Saints in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
9-3, 10-2. You say 9-3 is playing bad. You need to explain that better, but not this week. I'll just explain it next week when they're 10-3, because they're going to win this week.
Okay.
Kansas City versus San Diego. Kansas City 8-4. I predicted that at the beginning of the year.
You did not. I predicted Oakland to win this division. They are tied with San Diego at 6-6. We're not doing Oakland. We're doing San Diego. They lost last week for the first time in December, I think, ever. I mean, I don't know.
I think so.
Won every game in December forever. I like Kansas City in this game. I think San Diego's done. Kansas City wins this game. They put San Diego out of their misery. They eliminate them from winning the division, which eventually would be the playoffs. They don't eliminate from the playoffs.
Whatever. That's already done.
Give me the Chiefs. I'm done.
All right, I'm going to take San Diego. I think they're going to beat Kansas City. Kansas City 8-4. I don't see them getting much better than that. Kansas City's been a weird team as far as like Buffalo barely beating them in overtime, and on the road against San Diego, I have to pick San Diego, mainly because you picked San Diego and I'm 14.5 million games behind you.
You're a lot.
Now the last game we have to do, it's Philly. It's a 4-8 team. We have to pick a game with a losing record. We don't like to do that.
Eagles.
That's fine.
Why I wear the jersey every week.
Is this another primetime game?
It is.
Oh, you have to stay up late and watch it. You have to hear more about that.
But seriously, though, it's 3 out of 4 weeks in a primetime game. No,
go to bed at halftime. Don't you have DVR?
I'm not going to bed at halftime.
Crying, dude. Just make a pick.
You're not a real fan if you go to bed at halftime. Anyway, Dallas playing better, 3-1 under Jason Garrett after he came off. I mean, took over Wade Phillips' job. Michael Vick's too much for the Dallas D to handle. Dallas D is not that good. Their offense is explosive, but Philly's defense, without Sante Samuel back this week, will be fine. Philly wins in a rout.
I'm going to pick Philly. I'm not going to call it a rout. And I'm going to stay up and watch it and suck it up like a man.
You don't have to go to work the next day.
What? It's Monday, isn't it?
No, it's Sunday night.
No, well, mine. I Actually, I do. We're doing the carpets at the office.
Oh.
All right, this is the biggest moment in Molemir's to date, other than the fact we're going to be on Showtime. Our second guest, first female to be within 5 miles of us while we're filming.
Without a doubt.
Introduce.
Susanna from Showtime, come on in. Show us a T-shirt.
What do you have there?
Wow, I have a pretty sweet Molemir's T-shirt.
That's some professional embroidery there.
It is.
I've actually never had the T-shirt on the show.
So this is a big day for you guys.
Who's this T-shirt going to this week?
Bob Hale, 13-2.
2 last week.
So he beat us.
Good job, Bob.
And now that you've watched us do our show,
Yes.
First of all, what do you think of our picks? Do you have one of those 4 games that you might have a vested interest in?
Yes, I am a Chicago fan. I'm from Chicago,
Okay. And we both picked them to lose.
Well, yeah, and listen.
Where was our research
I heard
on
you
that?
hating on my Bears, and I gotta say they're 9-3. Okay, so let the record speak for itself.
Yeah, and you know
at
what?
This point.
They beat the Eagles. So
They did
I
beat the
can't
Eagles.
really talk much, but I will say
they played so well against the
there's
Eagles.
no way they win this week.
I have to say, if the Bears defense played as badly as they did in the first half against Detroit, there is no way that they're going to win that game.
So
No.
do you have a pick, or are you kind of hedging there?
I'm hedging. I'm gonna.
You can't hedge on Molemir's.
In my heart of hearts, I think New England's going to win because I think they're just.
Did you just pick against your team?
I mean, I'm honest. I call it like I see it.
Last year on the Molemir show, I didn't pick against the Eagles one time.
I will go to the video.
Well,
and
that's just
not
foolish.
true. Don't show off for our guests.
I call it like I see it.
We haven't had a female on the show ever.
I can't
This
believe
is-
I'm still talking. I can't believe I can even utter words. I'm so excited.
Am I
So
making you
excited.
guys nervous?
A little
Yeah,
bit.
just
Are we
excited.
blushing? Because my face is really red.
This
All
is
right,
exciting.
so a female guest, Showtime, national TV.
You guys are going to be on Showtime next
We're gonna
week.
be
How
on
do you feel
Showtime.
about
We're
that?
going to be on
Inside
Showtime.
the NFL.
We're going to the studio tomorrow. We're going to do a whole bunch of stuff. They're going to put makeup on us.
Yeah, but you know what? I kind of
They
feel
are gonna
like
put
we're
makeup on
already
you.
bigger than Showtime.
Whoa.
Are we not?
All right, well, you know what?
We're going to
You can-
start scripting shit if you're going to start doing that.
You guys can bring that up with James Brown and
I
Bill
will.
Sims and
I
all
will
those
tell them.
guys.
Yeah, you're on your own on that one, buddy. That's just the most. The
I'm
mere
taking
show
Chris
there.
Collinsworth down.
Warren Sapp might
Yeah, I ain't saying nothing, dude. I'm just going along for the ride, man.
One stop, I can touch it. Chris Collinsworth.
You know what? Drive yourself, bro.
Tension!
I wanna
Tension on
come home.
Molemir's! Break it up, guys.
All right.
Yeah. Then before it all breaks out, we gotta end it. We gotta break. What week are we in? I always
We
look
are
at
on week
numbers.
13. We appreciate.
Lucky
This is not
13.
even.
No, it's week
13.
14, actually.
I think.
Lucky
Is
14.
it?
She is confused.
We were wrong last week at the end.
No, we're week 14.
I'm throwing them off.
Thank
Week
you for
13
joining us.
Thanks
for
for
week
having
14.
me, guys.
Thank you to Susanna for
Thanks
showing
for
up.
coming. Thanks for bringing the shirt.
Absolutely.
And,
And
we'll
we're-
give Bob that
Bob,
particular shirt, and he
it's
can
coming your way.
sell it on eBay because Susanna touched it.
That's it.